Here are the 4 steps on how you can understand your customer. Step 1 is to listen everywhere. Listen to the customers, and they talk all the time, not necessarily to the organization or directly to the brand, but they interact in various ways. It could be through direct channels such as voice of customer feedback, where you reach out through surveys, through interviews, and you hear directly from them. Or it could be on social media. If we are unhappy about a brand or an experience, what do? We go and complain on social media. And if we are delighted, we do the same thing. We go and talk about how we loved an experience. And we interact with brands all the time, using our phone, using our devices, and that gives a lot of vital clues as to what the customer loves and how it can be improved. So here's a quick example. When you look at public data, there are enough signals that you can glean from them. As a quick example, when you type in some queries into Google, it starts showing up several auto suggestions. So these are the top queries which people are searching for right now. Millions of queries, it's just aggregating and showing that. When we type in a query like this, how do I convert to? And this was in google.co.in in the India domain. These are the religions that come up to get a sense of what people are searching for. Whereas when I repeat this in the US, here's what it looks like. So PDF shows up first, and you can understand the priorities in the market. So it's very easy and convenient to find what people are thinking about. And there are several sources where you can tap into, and all of these are easily available. So we got pretty excited with this, and what we did was we pulled all of this and we created an interface which is publicly available on our website. What if I search different keywords? What is important, or how to do something? And for each of the keywords, what are people searching in different geographies? This is very interesting. When people type in how does it change by geography? What are people searching for in India, UK, US, and so on? So in India, when we type in the top suggestions on Google based on what people are searching for: how to make, how to kiss, how to lose weight, how to get pregnant. So these are more physical things which people want to understand. And whereas in the US, how to freeze your credit, how to make slime, how to tie a tie. So the priorities are very different. You can understand that. Whereas in the UK, people want to make pancakes and lose weight fast. So some priority. So this is this can be applied in the enterprise context. We've used this for digital marketing to find out what people are searching about when they talk about your product. When you put in a product keyword, are they interested in finding how to use it? Are they interested in reviews on what others are telling about it? Or are there any other problems that they are talking about? So accessibility, or in terms of, for example, in the case of drugs, are they worried about the side effects of the drugs? So that gives an insight into the minds of the customers. Digital marketing there for you. I see a message. Let me see if there is any question. I see some chat. Okay, so that's an observation. Yeah. So moving on. So here's one more example, again from the enterprise context. Assuming we have apps and products, technology products, we want to find out what are the competitor products, how popular they are. So if I'm looking at, say, a media player or these music players, this is a website called alternative2.net, where people come in and have conversations about it in terms of usage. So you can find out media players, VLC is popular, and iTunes and so on. So here you can understand which one is popular, which is there in the ecosystem, and this can be a good proxy to market research or other extensive paid efforts. So the summary here is look for public data, and this can be a good complement to whatever you collect internally. And there are good interfaces. This is something which we had put together, but the data is public. We had pulled it into an interface and created a visual interface to explore and play with that. That's something which we do for our clients at Gramna. So moving on, in summary, look for 3 types of feedback. When you listen to customers, look for direct feedback where you hear from the horse's mouth. Indirect feedback where you look at websites, the customer's trying to give a feedback but not directly to you, but you can listen to it. And there is a third category where the customer is not intending to give a feedback, but just by virtue of using the product, could be the website visits, or could be in terms of when a person is making some say accessing an app on the phone, the time of the day, the location, as long as the data is it's okay to use the data, you can infer and find out what customers are thinking about your solution. But a final note of caution before we move on to the next step: a lot of people jump into AI before even having their data in place. So it's quite like this, where you can't put the cart before the horse. You need to have good quality data to do any analytics, leave alone AI.